Spirit guy, and I'm back with another video. And y'all know how I go. If you like this video, check out the other videos on here. It really changed your whole, you know, perspective of, reality. Really open your mind up to a whole another level. Okay. Um, So yeah, I want to get into we're gonna get into you know we're gonna get into you know how to stop telling that old story and stand that conviction of the I am. So we're gonna get to yeah, like I said, you know a lot of people, they stuck on that old story of, about themselves. They stuck on the old story of what is the mirror. I call it the mirror. What is, and telling stories, about themselves. Things ain't changing, or things ain't going the way as they plan it to go, and you know, just telling the story, that they got to heal themselves, or they gotta get this condition right, or they gotta or they gotta get over something. All of that is just a story that you telling yourself, and you putting it there. You line it up by telling that story, and that what the mirror, cause this mirror is gonna reflect back to you. It's just gonna show you that. Yeah, but really, what the mirror is, it really is that conviction of the imagination that's within. You hear me? That conviction of the imagination that within. Okay, we won't get into it. Going some more. Um, yeah, like I said, most people stuck on, that old story, about this stuff, about what is, um, you know, or about how things used to be, or you know, telling story, or how things went that way, still telling the old story of still of what is, what happened, what is, like I said, I why really people hold on that old story about themselves, that old story of what is because it's easy, it's easy to tell that old story, it's real easy to tell the old story, real easy, you know, tell a story of how you used to be in, or what you used to do and stuff like that. It's easy to tell that story, and and it's more, like I said, it's more for familiar, it's more familiar, with telling. It's more you more used to telling, because it's the what is, that's why people experience, things that haven't changed, or think, oh, I did all these techniques, I've been imagining, I've been confirming, but things still haven't changed, and you know things even getting more, better, because I've been confirmed, I've been doing all this, I don't even know I should do all this, and all you're doing is just telling that story, because it's more easy to tell that story of what is the what is the mirror. Is 1%. I don't know, it's 1% of reality. It's not even the whole 99% of reality. It's just 1% of reality. But if you keep telling that story of what is, you gonna light that up. That's why most people see that things haven't changed. Why most people seeing things haven't changed, because they still telling the story of what is. complaining about what is, or criticizing, or this and this, such this ain't go the way I planned, or I still haven't got this, or what they doing, or they doing all this, all that. All you doing is creating that. All you doing is putting your awareness and attention of it. Like I said, where attention goes, energy flows. Are you creating that when you telling that story of it? You putting that there. That's why most people hold on that story of they old self. Most people hold on that story of their old self. Most people ain't seeing the change that they would like to see that they already have. I say you already have, because you already gotta have something. You already have it. But yeah. It's really about being more interested in that news story that you would like to tell, the news story of your wish fulfilled. That feels good, that feels great, that feels fulfillment, that feel fulfilling. Instead of that old story, being more interested in that old story of of what already been told, that's already been created, that what is, it's already a dead film roll. Yeah, it's simply about lighting up, your wish you feel, telling that story, of how you like things to be, putting that constantly, putting that in your awareness, your, like I said, your inner speech, um you know it's about really your inner speech, that inner speech you telling yourself, when you're around others, when you saying something about something. It's that inner speech, that inner talking, that inner speech. We're gonna get to the inner speech, um yeah, but yeah, like I said, most people holding on to the old story of of what is. That's why they keep seeing that. And you can simply easily let it go. You can simply easily let it go. Like I said, what I mean by letting go, mean letting it be. I mean, you really deciding is really deciding. Deciding that your wish for reality is the only reality. Simply, I said, simply lining up that new story with yourself. Simply deciding, yeah, my wish for reality is the only reality. If you want to travel, I am traveling to the places I would like to go. I am having that girl I would like. I am having that house. I am having that car I would like. It's simply about telling that new story. It's simply about telling that new story. That inner speech right there. It's simply about telling that. And I'm telling you, it's simply about telling that. Instead of putting your attention on where's on that old story, that dead film roll. It's already dead. It's already been played out. That's easy to tell. That's easy to tell. Um, um, yeah, it's about telling, being interested in that new story, telling that things always work in your favor, that you already have it all, um, yeah, it's about that, instead of being more interested in them, trying to think better thoughts, trying to feel better feelings, trying to see how you gonna think, trying to see how you gonna feel. It's that old dead story. It's that old dead story, and it's easy to let it be. It's by taking your light off of it and line up your wish you feel, and deciding that wish you feel reality is on reality now. Um, um, yeah, we're gonna get some more stuff. Yeah, like I said, is only this present moment. Everything exists in this present moment. So like I said, when them thoughts come up, them changing thoughts come up, they're they know one thought. They just thoughts passing through consciousness. It's just thought passing through consciousness. They nothing as your thought. They just thought passing through consciousness. Um, but yeah, they have nothing as anything to do with you thinking them. You're not the thinker. They just happening. If you really see, you the observer, you the awareness. Thoughts are just happening, just like emotions are just happening. Like I said, emotion is just energy in motion. That's what emotions is. Okay, you ain't creating them. They just happening. Okay, they just happening. Okay, it just happened. Just like them thoughts just happened. You really see, them thoughts are just happening. It might try to use the voice, like this voice right here, but like I said, you can't be something you're aware of. I'm nothing as this voice. I might be using this voice right now, but it's nothing as my voice. I can't be something I'm aware of. Like I said, I the apps and you're aware of the phone, you can nothing as be anything you're aware of. You nothing as the body, you nothing as the mind. You're pure awareness, you're the observer. If you really you can see that someone else is talking. You can see that someone else is talking. Just really be 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 pure awareness. Just you know be the pure awareness. Just observe. Just be in the moment. Just observe. You will see that them changing thought. You'll see that they'll come up. You see they'll come up. They're just happening. They're no one thoughts. They just happening. You not thinking them. You not the thinker. You know thoughts thoughts just happen. You not the thinker. They just happen. Okay, they just happening. And no one thought they just happening. Okay, you not even thinking the thoughts, but they just happening. Okay. So yeah, man. You even gotta worry about all of that. Let that be. Just let them. Simply ain't is nothing as about trying to change thoughts or trying to get them thoughts and feelings right. It's simple about letting it be. It's simple about letting that be, cause it's like when you trying to control thoughts and emotions, um, you resisting. As you resisting, that means you you putting it there. You putting it there by believing in them, by resisting them. Okay, if you resisting them, and that just gonna create it. It's just gonna create a reality of it. It's just gonna create a reality of it. So it's simply not resisting anything, letting them be, and really, like I said, um, line up that new story of yourself. Telling that new story of yourself. Being grateful that your wish for reality is already there, is already done. Simply telling my wish for reality is already there, is already done. Just letting them thoughts, just letting them change the thoughts and feelings, let them come up. Feel whatever feeling that you have to feel. Let them whatever thoughts gotta come through that just passing through consciousness. There's nothing as your thoughts. There's nothing as no one thoughts. Just let them pass through consciousness, and simply, like I said, tell a new story of your wish feel is already done, is already there, and really being grateful for your wish feel already being done, it's already being there. Telling that. Like, I'm so happy and grateful. Movie reality is the only reality. Everything showing me that movie reality is reality now. Telling that inner speech story right there. Um, what else? Like I was saying, um, yeah, and it's about Most people, get stuck on, if you imagine and you confirming some, and your wish will feel anything you imagine or confirming, and you think and you try to see why you ain't getting your wish feel reality, even though you line it up, even though you confirming it, even though you probably imagine it all the time. It's because you holding on to it, and you you doing it to get some out of it. You doing it for the material things. You doing it for the temporary thing in this reality, in this what is reality. You doing things for this what is reality. These material things is that been created. They really don't. They're not even nothing. Really, nothing don't mean nothing until you really make it something. Until you put a meaning to it. You know, like I said, a car don't really mean nothing until you put a meaning to it. All these things, tablets, phones, um, shoes, they really don't mean nothing until you put a meaning to it. Like it really is like that, man. It's like um people think Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin. People think Bitcoin is the next big thing, and some people think Bitcoin is just a scam. It not gonna blow up. But that's the meaning you put to it. It's all about the meaning you put to it. Just like these material things, all these material things, just the meaning you put to it. Okay, all these material things don't mean nothing until you put a meaning to it. So you confirming and imagining stuff, and you doing it for the material thing. You doing it to get some out of it with with hidden motives. Then you're not seeking the kingdom. You're not seeking that I am, that source God. You looking at source God to get something, to bail you out of something, to um to just give you all material things, and just so you can be fulfilled with that. Just be fulfilled with material things that come in. No, it's nothing about that. They said seek the kingdom first. Seek the kingdom first, okay? That I am, and everything else is gonna be added to you. When you imagine you confirm something, don't do it for the material things. Feel the feeling. You feel the feeling of it, okay? You feel the feeling of it, and you do it for the conviction of that I am, Do that conviction, that that source God is gonna make that way. That that you already have it all. That I am is gonna work everything out. That I am is that true conviction. That I am is everything. That I am is all of that. That I am is all the fulfillment. Is all of that. Is all that combined. The is all the fulfillment combined is one. If you get what I'm saying, it's all that combined in one. Don't seek the material things. You seek the material things, you're not gonna get the material things, because you imagine you confirming to get something out of. It's like you using someone. It's just like using someone. You're gonna use someone just to get something out of them, and it's nothing as the way. And is all you're gonna do is not gonna get you don't get that fulfillment. All you're gonna do is all you really do is really gonna take really you're gonna take all that other thing. You probably have been imagining and confirming things. You probably have manifested things, but hey man, all that can get taken away. All that junk be taken away if you doing it. If you doing it for the material thing. If you doing it just to get something out of it, all that will be taken away. All that will be taken away. You know, source God can work miracles, and source God can also take away things that source God knows that, ain't doing it for the love, ain't doing it, you know, from that I am conviction, ain't standing in, you know, that I am, that source God is gonna work everything out for them, you know, ain't standing in that I am, that I am that I am, ain't standing in the I am that I am. If you ain't standing in the I am that I am, that conviction of knowing that fulfillment is already done, is already there, and trying to get some out of it, well, you nothing as gonna get fulfillment, and all you gonna get is things be taken away from them. That's why a lot of people see that oh man, things haven't even changed, things still the same, you know. I've been confirming, or you might have probably haven't been imagining, but you know, but you've been trying to hustle and bustle, you've been working hard, and you think that's gonna get you anywhere. That still ain't gonna get you anywhere. You probably been saying, you know, things ain't going your way. Probably been saying, you know, you gotta get this, gotta pay for that. You know, careers, you know, careers ain't probably been, you know, you have been getting to, you know, probably jobs have been, you know, hitting you back because you doing it to get something. You ain't doing it for the fulfillment. You get what I'm saying? You ain't doing not you ain't doing for the fulfillment of that I am. You ain't doing for the fulfillment of that I am. You know, that fulfillment that I am that I am. That that I am that I am is that whole conviction, is that whole love, is that conviction that fulfillment is done, is there, that fulfillment is the reality, that I am that I am is the only reality. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Back what I was saying. Yeah, I want to get into. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to you know, people, you know, like I said, holding on that old story about themselves, you know, telling that old story of you know, of complaining about what is, you know, what ain't going their way, you know. Um, I'm telling a story that they gotta heal themselves, you know, that they gotta get, that they gotta think better thoughts, they gotta feel better feelings. Oh, if I feel that, then what's gonna happen? If I think like that, then what's gonna happen? No, none of that is true. None of that is true. Okay, it's nothing as about that. Alright, most people just holding on to them old story. You know, them old story about, you know, about the dead funeral. It's just a dead funeral. That old story is just that dead funeral of what is, that's already been created. That, you know, I said that dead funeral, that mirror that already been created. That's already what is. You know, what you see. You know, um, yeah, like I said, it's easy to tell that old story. It's easy to tell that old story, but you know, like I said, um, you know, most people, you know, get caught up or try to hold on, you know, to that dead film role, you know, like I said, because it's familiar to them, you know, when things familiar, then you know, you get attached to it, you try to hold on to it, you know, and that's just gonna keep the story there. That's just gonna keep that dead, you know, what is the mirror there. It's just gonna keep that, you know, that story of the mirror there by telling that dead story of what is, you know, telling that things ain't going their way, telling that things haven't changed, you know, telling, you know, I've been doing processing, I've been healing, I've been confirming, oh, I'm a good person, I've been doing this good, I've been doing that good, but oh man, all these things ain't going my way, or um, you know, you know, this happened, that happened, you know, people didn't treat me like this, you know, and all you doing is telling that story. You know what I'm saying? All you doing is telling that story. All of that is just a story. All that, when you tell that story, you putting it there. You making that your reality by telling that story. You lighten it up by telling that inner speech, and that's what the mirror gonna reflect back to you. Cause you telling that story, you lighten it up. Cause it's a story, you telling, the story you telling. Um, yeah, and you can simply change it. You can simply change it by doing this. You just say, I don't live there anymore, and I remember it all wrong. You know, you simply say that, or you know, is and it's really about really about staying that conviction, being that conviction that you know I am that I am, in my wish fulfilled, my wish fulfilled reality is a new story that I'm telling, like I said, line up that wish fulfilled reality, line up that new story of yourself, that that things always work in my favor. I'm always expecting great things. You know, um, you know, I'm always having fun. Simply by deciding that new story, simply deciding to tell the new story. It don't matter. It don't matter when. It don't matter when you decide to tell the new story. Just start telling the new story. Okay. Um, what else I want to get into? Like I said, it's only this now moment, okay? It's only this now moment. Everything exists in this now moment. So, if an old story would come up, it probably just a thought, thoughts are just thoughts passing through consciousness, okay? And nothing as your thought, nothing as no one thoughts, okay? They just thoughts pass through consciousness. Um, and all you have to do is just all you have to do, man, is just really, like I said, light up your wish for reality. Your fulfillment of what you would like to be focused on, what really matters to you. What really matters to you. Focus on what really matters to you. That fulfillment. That conviction, you being in it. Um, yeah, and really line that up. And, it's now moment. When you line that up in this now moment, I'm gonna get to that too. Um, yeah, like I said, it's only this now moment. So everything exists in the now moment. Like I said, all this is within you. You got different versions within you. You have different versions within you. Okay, all that happening right now in this present moment, right now. Okay, okay, right now, in this present moment, all that happened within you. Okay, you got different versions within you. Like like I said, when them thoughts and feelings come up, um, just let them come up. They just happening. They just happening. Okay, they just happening. And you know, a lot of people say, the ego. Ego is really a persona. That persona. That name that you identify with. That's the persona. Okay, that's what you call ego. Like I said, they just them just thoughts. They're just passing through consciousness. It has there's no one thoughts. They just happening. Like I said, all that exists in this present moment. All that exists in the present moment. So you gotta let it be there. You know, picture you. It's like you the radio. It's like you the radio, and you got different stations within. You got different stations that you could tune to. You got different stations you could tune to. Okay. Um, so, like I said, it's infinite versions of you, so you can tune to any infinite version that's within you. You the radio. You can light up any version of you that's within you. You got one that's 50-50 rich. You got a one that's not rich at all. You got one, maybe a doctor, lawyer. You got one who owning business. You got one who's owning Bitcoin. You got one with that girl you like. You got one with that car you like. You can simply choose. Okay, you got free will to choose. Okay, you have the free will. Give me. You got free will to choose. Okay, and you can choose in any of them versions that you would like to be. Like I said, it's simply by deciding, choosing who you are being, deciding who you are being. So, it's simply about that, choosing what radio station, what being that you would like to light up who you be. Simply by imagining, you ain't gotta imagine, just really confirming it with that conviction that I am that, and not with, like I said, not to get some out of it. Just know that that I am is the only reality. That I am is fulfillment. Is gonna create it. It's already, because it's creation. Like I said, creation is already done. You ain't create anything. It's already done. All you doing is lining up. All you doing is line up. The reality is already there. It's already done. It's only this now moment. Everything exists in now moment. All in reality exists in this now moment. Everything is possible. You can be, do I have anything, you know you can be, do I have anything, like bro, it's a whole bunch of things. You can see these things, man. Man, you got AI out here. You got AI that creating people texts and stuff like that. You got AI that's telling people lottery numbers. You got man, you got bro, you flying in planes. Flying in planes was really number one. Flying planes can really tell you something about your imagination. Fredo, like, people, when planes first got built, people didn't think flying a plane was possible. Flying a plane in the sky, which which might seems like is impossible, but it's possible. You know it's possible because you see it's possible. It's because you see it's possible. That's what you think is possible. Everything is possible. It ain't about seeing to see it's possible. Everything is possible. It's really about knowing it's possible, and then you'll see it's possible. But yeah, the Wright brothers, man, they made that airplane, and then people want to fly. People want to fly on the plane, cause they seen that it was possible to fly on a plane. But it ain't about seeing it first. It's about knowing it. They see, if they thought, oh, I have to see that the plane. I had to see the plane can fly first before I get in the plane. But they inside, they said, I know that we can fly. I know that we can travel to places. They decided that imagination, that almighty, that all power imagination, to know that, oh yeah, we gonna fly a plane. And they don't have to believe that we can fly a plane, or it's possible to fly a plane. And guess what? They proved it. And now everybody flying in planes. But yeah, like I said, it's only this present moment. Um, um, yeah. So you can tap in any one version. You tap in any version of yourself. All versions exist. All is within you. You got all versions. Think of yourself, like I said. Think of yourself like a lake. It's only this now moment. It's only this now moment. Everything exists in this now moment. Like I said, them thoughts, them thoughts come up, them change thoughts come up, you gotta let them come up. Them feelings come up, you gotta let them come up. If memories come up, you gotta let them come up. Cause if you resisting them, you putting that there, you believing in it. resisting the present moment, you're going against source God. You're going against that the now moment, that all there isness. You're going against that now moment, that really that absolutely, that you're going against source God when you're going against the now moment, trying to resist things in the now moment. Like I said, you resist circumstances, or you resisting events, you resisting source God, because everything exists in that moment. Everything exists in that moment. All possibility exists. Everything exists in this now moment. It don't, like I said, anything you're gonna do in this now moment. Like I'm talking in that moment, you're gonna do something in that moment. You're gonna talk in this now moment. I don't care what they talking about. You're gonna do it in this now moment. You can think about anything you think you're gonna do. You're gonna do it in this now moment. Okay. Okay. Anything you think about, you're gonna do it in this now moment. It don't matter what you're talking about, you're gonna do it in this now moment. Anything you think about doing, you're gonna do it in this now moment. What else are we gonna get into? Yeah, I want to get into, like I said, you know, believing, believing that I am, believing that I am, because that I am is that only cause, is that only effect, is that only reality, is that only fulfillment, but when you believing in um another cause, or fear, like I said, what fear really is. Fear is just you thinking you gonna get something that you don't want, or not get something that you want, and none of that is true. It's really, like I said, it's really all about your assumptions. Really all about your assumption. What When we get to assumption, yeah, really all about your assumption. Um, but yeah, if you thinking that it's another cause, or you thinking that it's done fulfillment, or believing in fear or doubt, then you going against source God. You going against source God. You thinking that's another cause. You think that's another thinking there's another God. Okay, that's what you doing. You think it's another power, but it's only one power. It's only one source God. You know, there's only one source God. It's like what you gonna believe in. It's like what you gonna believe in. Really what you gonna have the assumption of. Is you gonna have the assumption of fear and doubt. You're gonna have the assumption of fulfillment. Okay, and this is what really stopping people from manifesting anything, or just anything. If you're not manifesting, if you're trying to hustle and bustle, that what really throws you off. This what really throws you off. Thinking you believing in non-fulfillment. That's the only thing. That what really everything scared of. That's the only fear you really scared of, and fear of non-fulfillment. Okay, you thinking that you thinking you believing in non-fulfillment, and if you when you believing in non-fulfillment, um you believing there's another cause, you believing in there's another source God, and when you believing in that, you you nothing else gonna get anything, nothing else gonna get anything that you would like to have or fulfill. You imagining you're not gonna get that 'cause you believe in non-fulfillment. You think, oh, if I imagine this, if I light this up and confirm this, I gotta stay in this state of being, I gotta stay in this state of being, because if I don't, some gonna throw me out, or concerned about thinking that non-fulfillment is gonna be there, thinking that non-fulfillment is gonna be there, and that just gonna nothing as gonna give you fulfillment. Nothing that gonna give you fulfillment. It it just gonna give you, what you think. It's just gonna give you that non fulfillment. If you think non-fulfillment, they were gonna get you. You ain't gonna get fulfillment if you believing in non-fulfillment. If you believing in doubt. If you believing in fear. If you believing in another God, you you ain't gonna manifest nothing. You gonna be stuck in that what is. You gonna be trapped and telling that new story, complaining about what is, complaining about this, you know, trying to you know, trying to get rid of them changing thoughts and feeling, you know, letting the script have its way with you, letting that ego run you with them changing thoughts that appears and disappear. There's no one thoughts, letting that run you, falling into them stories, when you believing in non-fulfillment. Okay, non-fulfillment is nothing that's there. If you really want to be in fulfillment, you gotta exclude non-fulfillment. Exclude non-fulfillment from even existing. Exclude fear for nothing, none existent. Exclude doubt for none, non-existence. Exclude all that from nothing as existing. And knowing that is only fulfillment. Okay, knowing that is only fulfillment. Knowing that is only one source, God. There's only one cause. There's only one authority. There's only one. It's only that I am. It's only that I am that I am. Yeah, like I said, people, I say, for what really people, I say, think they can't get, or think they not gonna get something they want, is really thinking that you know you ain't gonna be fulfilled, not gonna be fulfilled forevermore. Think you ain't gonna be fulfilled forevermore, just like death. Thinking you gonna thinking you gonna die, thinking you gonna feel death, but there ain't no such thing as death. Like I said, man, that you're infinite being, you don't die. This body decays. Why you think this body gonna stay here? This body just energy. Everything is energy. This is just energy. All this is just energy. Okay, nothing else is gonna decay. All this is just energy. All right. All this is just energy, man. And nothing else. Okay, you're infinite being. When you just gonna descend. All you do is gonna go to another dimension. This body gonna decay. This body gonna stay here, and this body know that. That what like what you call ego. Ego is kind of like this body. If you identify with this body and stuff, that what you call ego. And like I said, uh, ego, what you call ego, is really just a persona. You call it ego, is 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 just a story. It's just a story about the body. Just a story about a name that your parents gave you. I'm just gonna repeat this: that your parents gave you, a name that your parents gave you. That was the persona. That was the ego is. That all it is just thoughts. The ego or the persona, which you probably think they're your thoughts, or or they or you thinking them thoughts. They nothing as no one thought. They just a story that's it's just packed with thoughts. It just story. They really just story. Just packed with stories. That and the persona, the ego thinks that it's thinks that it's really a character. It thinks that it's really it think that it's really a person. It think that it's really a character, but it's just thoughts that just put together, just thoughts that just passing through consciousness, and there are no one thoughts. Okay, and they have nothing as any thought of I am who I am. It's just that if you're identifying with them, then yeah, okay. If you're identifying with them, they can create massive stuff. They can create. I said thoughts create reality. Thoughts create reality. Okay. You're surrounded by thoughts. That's all I can say. You're surrounded by thoughts. Thoughts. Give me thoughts. That's a thought right there. um, like I said, yeah, like thoughts do create reality. You got thoughts are just happening, okay? Thoughts just happening. So you care what you think. Like I said, you go back and watch the video or whatever. Yeah. Um, thoughts are just happening, just like emotion just happening. It's just like you trying to get out of a car and trying to stop a car on the highway. Like you on the highway trying to stop a car on the highway, trying to stop a car on the highway, and you can nothing else do it. Just like a train, like when the train is like trying to get on the track and trying to stop a train. It's nothing else that gotta just let it be. Just let it be. Like the train rolling, just let the train be. You know, just like that. It just happening. No one thoughts and no one emotion. I say emotion just energy in motion. And um thoughts are just happening. They're just coming through consciousness. It's just going through consciousness. Okay. Um yeah. Um so yeah, it's not about identifying with that. I said who you really are, you really it's really if you really wanna if you really want nothing as wanna identify with the ego or the personality of changing thoughts that appears to disappear, they just happening and just flowing through consciousness. It's really about being 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 not knowing stuff, really not knowing, you know um going back to being a baby. You know how a baby is when you first born, being like you first born. If you really having trouble with you know them thoughts, they just happening. You really just go by with being a baby. When I mean being a baby, I mean about not knowing everything. Like I said, a lot of people think they know everything, but knowing everything is not is nothing as is really is nothing as is nothing as right. Knowing everything is nothing as right. Okay, uh, knowing everything is nothing as you know nothing as really not knowing everything is nothing as good. Okay, yeah, then put it like yeah, knowing everything is nothing as good. I said, but a lot of people think you know everything, but you don't. You don't know everything until you get proved wrong. Until you get proven oh I didn't know that. Like that. Yeah, but knowing everything is nothing as good, and yeah, like I said, it's nothing as good. Yeah, but you really want to get rid of them thoughts. You can go back to not knowing everything. Just simply, not knowing what thoughts is, not knowing what anything is, not knowing what a person is, not knowing what that name is. Not knowing what things is, not knowing what that pain is right there. You feel me? Not knowing what words is. And just being here. You know what I'm saying? And just being here. Just being here. Just like just say, I don't know everything. I'm just here. I don't know everything. I'm just here. Simply by saying that. And that what you call ego, personality, it won't comprehend, what you saying. It won't keep up, it will all you're trying to do, trying to tell a story, about, yourself. Trying to tell a story about yourself. Or try to tell a story about, things, words. try to tell a story about words. But if you simply do that, just say, I'm just here and I don't know everything. And that really do really works, man, for everything, man. Yeah, really do, man. What I'm saying, I'm just here, I don't know everything. And saying this too, I'm not right about everything. Cause you trying to be right. The ego use that too. That you gotta be right about something. Like trying to prove yourself. Like it might, like it might put a thought in your head. Like you right about something. Like you probably like I said no, let's see try to you know let's say I say prevent something, or you know um I say a movie, um, you know, trying to see what's gonna happen next in the movie, and it happens, and you might get a thought like, oh yeah, I was right about that, trying to prove you right. The ego try to use that too, try to prove yourself right about stuff. Even if you have a conversation, I have a debate, somebody might have a different, a perspective about something, they might have a different perspective about something, but your ego, will make a story, saying that you're right about it, just constantly, telling a story that you gotta be right about everything. That's what the ego does. That's what ego try to use, trying to be right about stuff, trying to be right about something, and thinking that you know everything. Those two things the ego try to use, the persona ego, they would try to use, that you right about something, or think you know everything. And when you say, I'm just here and I don't know everything, and I say I'm not always right. I'm not always right about stuff. That thing would change. It won't even keep up with you saying. Your thoughts would just disappears. Um, what else I want to say? I want to say something about thoughts. The persona. Um, um, yeah. What else I was saying? Um, yeah. Yeah, like I said, it really is simple about, telling a new story about yourself, telling a new story, how you would like things to be, line up your wish for reality, knowing your wish for reality is the only reality, and constantly line that up, constantly, telling, like I said, that, you is, living in that big, that house that you like, you is, having that girl you like, you is having all that money that you would like to have. Simply deciding to tell that story, and that would be your reality, because that's inner speech, speaking that, going inner and speaking that, going within and saying it, okay? Going within and saying it. Not like this, going within and saying it, like, yeah, one in saying that. And you can do that after, especially after you imagine something, and then say that, and say it like that. It's completely change. What else? Well, what else I have covered? Did I cover the last things? Let's see. Um, like I said, it's only it's only fulfillment. It's only fulfillment. You will only get fulfillment. You will only get fulfillment. It's only fulfillment. Okay, have it's only fulfillment. It's only fulfillment. It's only fulfillment. I'm telling you, choose only fulfillment. What you want to see? You want to see the only fulfillment. Like I said, you put it there with your words and your attention. You line it up. Anything you telling the story of, that assumption, telling the story of. Uh, like I said, anything you telling the story of, you put it there by telling it, by lining it up. Okay, you lighten it up by telling it. Simple, like I said, I'm all, you tell a story like I'm always in my wish field. Things always going my way. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, grateful, and thankful that with reality is the only reality. Everything I always show me with reality is the reality now. I'm saying that I'm telling that story to I'm telling that story, the new story, to who I'm being, who I'm being. Um, that's gonna create reality because I'm lining that up, put my awareness, put my attention on it. It's my assumption. It's my assumption. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that. I'm saying that. That's my assumption. You know what I'm saying? Reality is, like I said, reality is, who you choose to be. Really who you choose to be. All right. Now I'm finna go. I'm finna head off. All right. Like, subscribe, if you like this video. We more with some more bangers. And I'm telling you, man, believe in that I am. Do it for that I am, the conviction of that I am. You gonna see 10,000 foes come before you. You gonna see a whole bunch of blessings come. A whole bunch of blessings. Believing that I am. You doing fulfillment, your magic confirming. Do it for that I am. Okay. Do it for that I am that I am. I stand in that conviction. Alright. One love. There's only one source God. Only one cause. There's only one that I am that I am. Um, it's only one unity. It's only one universe. Okay. Uh, you know, Meaning with some affirmation we can. I am whole and complete and harmonious. Say that. Things beat you up, man. But I'm out. Spiritual God here, and I'm out. Okay.